You're locked into the Vocal Voyage Show.
This is Buzz Radio!
All systems active.
I knew you would have broke my heart.
Buzz Radio, have it luck, have it luck, have it luck, have it luck,
Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, Dr. Trouble.
Check.
I said I knew you would have broke my heart.
Check 1, 2, 3, back inside the building. RealBuzzRadio.com. Vocal Voyage Show in session, alright?
Dr. Trouble.
I tell you.
Said I knew you would.
Like I said, like I promised. Inside the building, we have the big artist Harmonie Deja with me right now.
Said she was just a friend.
I tell you. Hey, we're gonna play a few tracks from her.
Oh, you were my.
And then we're gonna have a nice little conversation, you know.
And if I didn't know you any better, I would never question never. And you with all your lies means we cannot be together. Cause I saw you with that pretty little brown skin girl.
Now listen.
To trouble. I said I knew you would have broke my heart.
Harmonie Deja inside the building with us right now on the RealBuzzRadio.com, alright?
Ooh, Dr. Trouble.
You sound nice, innit?
I knew you would have broke my
Boy, I tell
heart.
you.
Now you're running around town with that pretty little brown skin girl.
Oh, what a thing on a Sunday. More music, G.
I sing it again.
Oh, bumper car.
I say we rock it and rock it and rock it and rock it.
Hey, this is how we get down each and every Sunday. Here I go.
When you last step in the dance and you hear say, boy, that dance so nice. Yeah, you're just a rock and a vibe to the sweetness. Boy, that dance so nice. Yeah, too many people come for standing at the dance. But then the people get.
Hold tight, all those on the Facebook, beg you please like and share.
Just
all those on the www. Big up. All those on the tune in, big up. You want to check me out on the Facebook? It is at G, the Genius, G, E, DAGENIOUS. Rhythm again.
I sing it again.
Can't talk over a bad boy tune like this. How you mean? Harmonie Deja inside the building?
When you last step in the dance and you hear say, boy, that dance so nice. Yeah, you're just a rock and a vibe to the sweetness. Boy, that dance so nice. Yeah, too many people come for standing at the dance. But then the people them for standing at them dance. Cause it's your vibe too sweet. Just we glance and they say, boy, that dance so nice. So Mr. DJ, put it up, yeah, and play my song, yeah. Let's dance till the song comes up. And it's a dance for sweetness. Got the right little vibe, you're nice and let's make me rock in the vibe. Sweet, I tell my friend we're not ready to go, we're not ready to go, sweetness. Got the right little vibe, you're nice and let's make me rock in the vibe, yeah. I tell my friend we're not ready to go.
Boy, I tell you, behind the scenes. Anyway, listen.
Yeah, I saw me just a rock it and a rock it and a rock it. I saw me rock so, I saw me rock so. We're not ready to go home. Oh, what a party. Boy, the vibes are right. A long time in a party.
Tell them I'm big artist inside the building. Tell them I'm some behind the scenes going around here.
Watch the people
Boy, I tell them. Anyway,
all the 1 foot man.
sounds of Harmonie Deja.
No one not coming here fi bust no one. And they say, boy, that dancing nice. So Mr. DJ, put it up, yeah, and play my song, yeah. Let's dance till the sun comes
like and share.
Ready to go.
Big artists inside the building. How you mean? We call this one Vocal Voyage Show. Your host, G, the genius inside the building.
Sweet, tell my friend we're not ready to go.
Hey, let me get on another bad boy show. Tell them I Buzz Radio in the afternoon. Welcome, reaching out to one and all.
Listen, when you turn and you walk through that door.
She's live inside the building. She goes by the name of Harmonie Deja.
When you turn and you walk through that door, it hurt me so. Said it hurt me so. When you looked at me,
Hold tight, Kitty Corbin this afternoon. How you doing?
you made me cry. Said you made me cry. Baby, listen what I say to you. Breaking love, it's hard to do. Breaking love, it's hard to do. Tell me, baby, how can I let you go when my love for you so strong? And if you leave, will break my heart in two. And if you ever been in,
Tell them
I believe it when I say
big shouts reaching out to all those got it locked this way.
that breaking
G, the genius inside the building. We call this one the Vocal Voyage Show.
every heart.
We have the bus live inside the building.
Ooh,
Sounds of Harmonie Deja, alright? Yeah, let me play my instrumental tune. Alright, Harmonie, welcome. Just give us a level check round there.
1 2 1 2 check check.
Alright, we're sounding neat. Okay, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for accepting the invitation to the Vocal Voyage Show.
You're most welcome.
Thank
It's a
you,
pleasure
thank-
to be here.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so like I said, listen, we got Harmonie Deja inside the building. We got a nice conversation with her this afternoon. You know what? Some behind the scenes has been going on. It kinda, my head's kinda, but we all work with it still, all right? All right, cool. All right, let me bounce that one low. So, Harmonie Deja, like I said, thanks once again for coming to Real Buzz Radio, the Vocal Voyage Show.
No problem.
Right, I'd just like to say, give us a quick kind of rundown of Harmonie Deja. Who's Harmonie Deja? What's she all about? Just quickly before we get into the questions.
Okay, so myself, Harmonie Deja. I am a singer, a songwriter, a producer, and I also run my own record label called Shira Records.
Okay.
And I also do backing vocals for artists. You know, every now and again, that's my little hobby. I like to do.
Hobby, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh wow. Okay, so all right, Harmonie, what would you say your musical background was when you was growing up?
Do you know what? I grew up on a lot of reggae, R&B,
Okay.
soca,
Yeah.
you know, that type of stuff, because my mum, she's like a real, I like to call her a music connoisseur, because
Yeah.
she's like, she's so schooled like with music, and
Yeah.
you know, she likes to buy records and stuff like that. So I grew up a lot listening to a lot of reggae, a lot of UK lovers rock as well.
Yeah.
You know, and R&B. So yeah, that's my musical background in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, where it came from. Okay, so then, yeah.
Mhm.
Who or what would you say influenced you to become an artist?
Wow. Do you know what? One of my I know they say you shouldn't have idols, but I do have one who I kind of looked up to, like,
Yeah.
for singing and to their artistry.
Yeah.
That person is Mary J. Blige.
Oh, is it?
I'm a massive Mary J. Blige fan. I'm telling you, I'm crazy. Listen, when I see people online going off at Mary J. Blige, I'm like,
Listen,
don't come for the queen.
So you would say because of her, you thought, you know what, I'm gonna take this music thing seriously, or she was just
100%. It's like her first album was the 411.
Yeah, that was a bad album.
That was the best album. Well, no, actually, after that, and then Share My World, of course. After that. So yeah, between those two albums, I used to have them on repeat, like literally every single day, before and after school. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm a big fan.
Did you buy the album?
Yeah, I had. Well, I don't have them now. You know, like sometimes you borrow them to people and they don't give them back.
One of those type of friends.
Exactly. So yeah.
But all right, to me, hold tight, Virgo International. Big up. To me, it sounds really. I shouldn't say weird because that's not the word I'm looking for, but. Being that you're a reggae artist, it was an R&B artist that actually influenced you to take the music thing seriously. Yeah, because I've never really heard that one before.
Because to be honest with you, when I was younger, I didn't really like reggae music.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because my mum just used to play Carol Thompson and you know, and those kind of people just over and over again, and I just used to be like, oh, Mum, can you play something else, kind of thing. But it's really funny because as I started getting older, you know, you start to like the music that your parents like, sort of thing.
I understand. I exactly know what you're talking about because, like, my dad, my dad's from Sierra Leone, but we grew up in a household listening to reggae, soul, R&B, hip hop, country and western, pop, name it. We listened to it. And like what you're saying, certain times my dad would play some tunes and like me and my brothers be looking at each other like, what's this guy doing? You get me? But now when we hear them, we're like, that's a tune, you know, still. So I can understand where you're feeling and where you're coming from with that. All right, so I kind of get it. So when would you say your actual musical career started?
I think my musical career started around 2012.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been earlier than that.
No, like professionally.
Okay.
I would say professionally. It started around 2012. I joined up with Star Vibes Entertainment, and he was my manager, and I was on his label as well. So we did a lot of we released a lot of tunes, and you know, it went really well, and I got to be put out, you know, in the reggae world, and everyone got to see me, kind of thing, more. So yeah, that's basically. But other than that, I used to. Before that, I started doing backing vocals as well. Big up Kitty Corbin. She's my musical mama. I love her to bits. She was
Kitty Corbin.
Big up Kitty, because she was the one who actually brought me into the whole reggae scene. Because I was due to actually sing on one show, and she heard me doing some backing vocals, and she was like, oh, I'd love to have you as part of my band, kind of thing, to sing backing vocals.
Wow.
So ever since I started working with Kitties, like word of mouth, people were saying, oh, can you come and do backing vocals for me, and
because I've seen you do a lot of backing vocals for quite a few artists. I was watching the was it the Reggae Star Factor?
Oh yeah.
And like I was thinking, hold on, is that Harmony? That's Harmony. And then I think because I had Shardo Roden. Big up Shardo Roden. I had her inside the building a couple of weeks ago, and she said you was doing the backing vocals there, I think. I was just like, okay, that kind of confirmed it. And I also saw you at the Aisha Loren concert. Big shouts reaching out to Aisha Loren.
Big up,
and you also done a solo there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Out of the backing vocals, all right. Backing vocals versus artists. Which one do you prefer most? Because to me, to me it seems like you've done a bit of both.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
And I'm thinking, which one do you enjoy most, you know?
I enjoy being in front of the stage because I like to, do my artistry, writing and producing and performing on stage.
Yeah.
But there's just something about backing vocals, I don't know. And some people was like, Harmonie, you can't be a backing vocalist and an artist at the same time. That doesn't make no sense. But you know what? It's just my passion.
Yeah.
And it's something that I really, really enjoy as well.
So let me get this straight. So, how to put this now? Kind of, as long as you're singing, you don't really mind if it's backing vocals.
I don't mind.
Or up front.
No, I don't mind. I mean, some people will be like, you get some artists that say, oh, I wouldn't be singing backing vocals for anybody, but
you know what? You could be the queen of backing vocals, possibly. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, you will also put out songs that are some big songs as well.
Thank you.
So like, because in doing this show, like I dedicated this show to strictly reggae music. My thing is like DJs can only come in if they're on a vocal rhythm, because everyone's doing dancehall, everyone's doing whatever it is. You know what I mean? But as in reggae shows, I wouldn't say they're far and few in between, but this is where I've done the dancehall thing, I've done everything like that, you know what I mean? So as in playing reggae music, I'm seeing Harmonie Deja, I'm just like, okay, who's this artist then? So drew a bit of interest, you know what I mean? And then I found out you was from the UK, I'm like, yeah, okay then, like,
Yeah.
So as in going through my little Vocal Voyage Show and everything like that, I was like, you know what, one day I'm gonna have to ask you to come in for an interview, which you accepted.
Of course. How you mean?
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Big shouts reaching out to Harmonie Deja. This is realbuzzradio.com. If you didn't know, get to know. We're in conversation with Harmonie Deja inside the building with us right now, okay? All right, big up those on the www. Big up those on the tuning app. Hold tight those on the Facebook Live, okay? All right, cool. Oh, is the fan on? Or...
No, it's okay, but it's not about it. I'm turning my back to it. So. Yeah. No, it's cool. I bring this.
Yeah.
Where I can. It's hot out there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Like, it is. So Harmonie, yeah. I understand. You were one of the opening acts for Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
On our Erykah versus Everything tour.
Yes.
Right. First of all, how did that come about?
So basically, I got invited by the promoter to basically open the show, sort of thing. So yeah, they called and was like, we'd like you to come and bless the stage. And obviously I was actually on tour with Luciano at the time when I got that call.
Oh, is it?
So it was like, oh my God, like this is so excellent. I was like, of course, like obviously, come on, like, do you need to even ask?
I'm there, man, I'm there. What's the address?
Exactly, I'm coming now.
Oh my gosh. Like, okay, so obviously you was ecstatic to get that call. So you was on tour with Luciano. So was this after his tour, or you got the phone call during the tour?
I got the phone call during the tour.
Yeah.
To ask if I would come and perform on the show, and then
Okay, so her tour was after Luciano's.
Her tour was after, but then we went back with Luciano again.
Okay. So then now, on the Erykah Badu tour, what did you sing, reggae or soul?
I did an acoustic version with my sisters again, Kitty Corbin, big up yourself. But yeah, so I did an acoustic version of my track Melanin.
Yeah.
And I did a cover song as well of Ed Sheeran. But you know what was really funny? It was so weird because they said to me, we want you to sing one song that everybody knows, kind of thing. So I was like, okay, fair enough, I'll do that, because I've got tunes, but if that's what you want, then fair enough. So I did that, and it was really funny because they didn't receive that one as well as they received Melanin. Like,
oh, for real?
They literally was going crazy, like the place just burned down literally on the day. So Like I was shocked for that.
Yeah.
They enjoyed my original song more than my cover
one
song.
Yeah. So do you think was your song Melanin out by the time you went to do the acoustic?
Yeah, that was out from a long time.
So as in it being out, how was it doing as a track before you went to sing it for the Erica thing? I'm just trying to figure out like.
Yeah, no, these people, because it's a whole different audience.
Yeah,
they're like neo soul, R&B, but as I said before, my whole background is like, you know, R&B as well, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I knew that I could fit in there and slip in there, you know, somehow kind of thing, which I did. And like I said, I was just so overwhelmed by the response. I actually cried when I came off stage. And because Erykah Badu, she actually came out from her dressing room while I was performing to come and watch me perform on stage.
No way, seriously?
Swear to God.
Oh my days.
Yeah, so that was like, when I heard that, when I came off stage, I was like, oh my God, I cannot deal.
So how did you find that as an experience though?
It was perfect. It was just, you know, a lifetime dream. Because you know what, I'll tell you something as well. The venue where we was performing, which was the Hammersmith Apollo, I used to live not far from there, and I used to walk past that venue like every day, to and from school kind of thing, to catch my bus.
Yeah.
And I used to look, they always used to have, you know, artists performing in there and stuff. So, and I was like, you know what, one day I should be with my little tape recorder, listening to my Mary J. One day, I'm going to get to perform in there, and look.
You manifested it?
It manifested.
Without you knowing?
Without me even having to do much.
Because when I kind of doing my research and I read that, I was like, rah, that must have been an experience. Like,
it was massive. Because I tell you, Erykah Badu's fans are like crazy in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? They just they love her. Like they got an undying love.
Yeah, diehard. Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Diehard fans.
Yeah.
And just to know that they appreciated my song as an opening act, because it was myself,
yeah,
Omar. You know, there's nothing like this. Yeah. There was a whole heap of madness what happened because my guitarist kind of came late, so I had to ask.
Oh my God.
I was supposed to be on first.
Yeah.
And Omar was gonna go after me, but then because he came late, I had to ask Omar, would he go first? And it's like, I'm asking this big artist called Omar, can he go before me? But he was just so cool about it. He was like, of course, man, don't watch nothing. And he went on the stage and mash it up. So
well, you know, like, because Omar's a big artist still, so do you think that, because you're seeing it in a point of where, like, boy, a fresh artist like me asking Omar, but I think for him, because he knows how the situations can go, why he was able to jump in there, because he must have been there, and that's, you know what, in certain industries, certain things happen.
100%,
Do you know what I mean? So you know, like, for instance, playing sound, people's laptop popped down.
Yes.
That just happens. So
technical hitches.
Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So, as in that experience, what did you take away from that experience that you still use today as Harmonie Deja?
Probably more so to, you know, believe in my abilities, you know, as an artist.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, I was very nervous, of course. I was very nervous going on that stage. So, you know, I think, all I needed to do was, you know, believe in myself, and it went really, really well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, what would you think? Like, come on, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You can do this. You got this, girl. You know, that's the kind of.
So that kind of, am I right in saying, prove to yourself that anything is possible?
That's perfect. Perfectly said. Yeah.
Okay. Phew.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to get in trouble there for a minute. Hey, listen, this is Real Buzz Radio, Vocal Voyage Show. We are in conversation with Harmonie Deja, okay? All those on the FB, I beg you, please like and share. Welcome reaching out to one and all, okay? All right? Cool. All right, so Harmonie, you've been a backing vocalist for many artists.
Mm-hmm.
One, name a few, and two, to you, who would you say was your, like, oh wow, no way, I'm doing backing vocals for them, like?
Okay, so of course the first one who I mentioned earlier, that would be Luciano.
Yeah.
I've done backing vocals for Luciano, Susan Codigan, JC Lodge, Tipper Irie. Trust me, the list just goes on and on and on.
Just say everybody.
Like everybody, yeah, basically. Because I do it at home and because I've got a studio in my house as well. So it's either I do them live on stage or I go to the studio to record backing vocals for artists, or I record them myself at my house in my studio. Yeah. So, yeah.
So out of those artists here, which was the one that when they said, "Oh, can you do backing vocals for this artist?" You was like, "No, oh my days!" You didn't just say that, like.
Yeah, no, it was definitely Lucci. Had to be Lucci. But at the same time, when we went on tour, we didn't realize that the tour was actually a joint tour with another big artist.
Is it?
Yeah, which was Freddie McGregor.
Oh, no way.
I swear to God. So I had no idea. It's only until we stepped in the car and we see Freddie McGregor sitting there. And then they gave us our little badges, which, you know, had both of their faces on it. And we realized that it was a joint tour. I was like, oh my God, look here now. So that was my my moment.
Yeah, for doing backing vocals.
For doing backing vocals.
So in your musical career now, what would you say was your either wow or your breakthrough moment in your musical career?
I think, do you know what? It was a big achievement for me to hear my songs being played on the radio. And, you know, DJs embracing my music and playing it and, you know, just supporting me. Wow. That was, you know, the first big thing for me. You know, so yeah, I was very proud.
Okay. You know what? I thought it would have been doing the stage shows, but for everybody it's different, isn't it? Like,
true, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've asked some artists have said, oh yeah, when I was at this stage show, but you're like, and that's kind of, I would say, the beginning.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's really humbling to hear you say that about DJs playing your tunes and that, because obviously I know like the artists make the tunes, the DJs play the tunes. Yeah. But for artists to say, rah, that was like the breakthrough or the wow moment of them, I've actually never heard that one before.
Yeah, because I had been waiting like all my life to hear myself on the radio. Yeah. You know, singing in a song that I've, you know, written and performed. So yeah, no, definitely, I'm sticking with that one.
I think that's a good one to stick with. Yeah, I'll back you on that one as well.
Thank you very much.
All right, so you're also a producer as well.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
So I started producing when I was like 16.
Wow.
So when I just left school, I went to college. Yeah. I went to Hammersmith College in West London. And I studied music there. Wow. And then I went on to university to study music production as well. Okay. So and just in general, I just had a general love for it. So I built up a little studio in my bedroom in my mum's house at the time. Yeah. And I just got to, you know, practicing. But the funny thing is, I didn't actually let anybody hear anything that I was, you know, producing. So I didn't release anything in terms of my own productions, like up until 2020.
Oh, is it?
Literally, yeah.
All right, just out of interest, why was that?
I didn't feel like I was ready yet, and it wasn't like up to the quality and the standards that I wanted it, because I'm not like, my ears are sharp. Do you know what I mean?
But even though you didn't release it to the public, did you have people around you where you played your rhythms to and they're like, yeah, this is good to go, and you're like,
yeah, 100%, yeah, definitely. Like, you know, I've got good friends who are like artists as well, and they will come over. Kitty Corbin herself as well. Yeah. She'll come over to my house, my studio, and I'll play her some tunes, and she'll be like, "Yo, Harmonie, that bad, man. You know, what you doing with this? You know, you're gonna release it and whatever." I'm like, "Sis, it's not finished yet, man. I can't let it go out like that. You know, it's not ready yet." And she'll be like, "Okay," you know, it just, you know.
So you started producing from the age of 16, right? And then you've released, am I right in saying your first rhythm?
Yes.
The Herb Root rhythm?
Yes.
In 2020?
In 2020.
Okay. One, yeah. Why wait so long? But then two, out of the rhythms that you built up before, would you say now you're ready to go back to them and maybe look to put them out?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've gone back to the archives. There's loads of rhythms in there. There's loads of rhythms. No, but I'll tell you something. In the midst of that as well, one of the reasons that I, didn't put anything out as well is because my hard drive and my computer just crashed on me and I lost everything.
Yeah,
so that was a big reason, and I got so annoyed at that I said I'm not doing this anymore because the computer was mashed up anyway. Do you know what I mean? And I hadn't got any more tunes, so it was like, you know what, forget this, man. I'm not doing it anymore.
So you kind of gave up for a
I
minute.
gave up, man.
What, musically, totally, or just put on producing?
On the producing front, yeah. On the singing stuff, I was still playing like piano at home and writing songs, but production, I just had enough. I just had enough.
That kind of upset you differently.
It upset me, man. I'm telling you, yeah.
All right, so then, what made you go back into producing then?
To be fair, like in 2018, after when I came off tour with Luciano, we was in Africa, came back and I discovered that I had cancer, breast cancer. So, and I don't mind talking about it because I like to try and raise awareness to make, all the ladies then make sure, you check yourselves, ladies, please.
You know what, I'm going to let you continue, but I did have a question here. Hold on. Yeah, I did have a question here, but I'm glad you mentioned it because before the interview, I was going to say, how do you feel talking about this?
Yeah.
But you mentioned it, so I know that we're kind of, it's all systems go right now.
You're fine to, I don't mind having a chat about that because, if I can help somebody to not go through what I've been through, then 100%,
So, how did you find that out? And like, you obviously must have been devastated.
Yeah.
But like, how did you find that out? So I mean, if there's anyone out there who are going through these symptoms, at least if you kind of say what happened, they might be like, hold on a minute, this is going in here. Like, why don't I?
Well, this is the thing. There were no symptoms.
Pardon?
There were no symptoms. The only thing that was abnormal was the fact that I had a lump in my breast. That was the only thing. Other than that, I didn't feel sick. I was touring around with Lucci on the stage every night.
No way.
There was no symptoms, none at all, apart from the lump that I noticed.
Yeah.
So after I came back from Africa, the thing is, I want to mention as well, because this is really important, I had actually noticed the lump there from before, and I didn't do anything about it. And this is the part that I want people to really take notice of and understand, because if I'd have left it any longer, they said to me that they caught it early. I was so lucky. But if I'd have left it longer, as us people do, I might not even be here today. Do you know what I mean? So 100%, I definitely say to people, if you notice anything that's abnormal, within your body, you know your bodies. We know our bodies. If it's changed in any kind of way, please do get it checked out. So
So obviously, musically, with that happening,
yes,
it had to take a back seat for a minute.
100%, because I went through the whole chemotherapy. My hair dropped out. I was bald, no eyelashes, no hair on my body. Nothing at all. And I also had radiotherapy as well. And that happened like within the space of a year. So I was diagnosed like around January, which was like a week after my birthday. And then I didn't finish my last treatment until Christmas Eve that same year.
Wow.
So it was one whole year straight of hell. Yeah.
So, as in the treatment and everything now, yeah, would you say that foods that you ate and everything played a big part in helping you recover?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I did kind of think about going down the whole natural route, you know.
Yeah.
Even I had a choice of whether or not to take the chemotherapy in the first place.
Yeah.
And you know, when I weighed up everything, because not only I was diagnosed with breast cancer, but I also suffer with lupus.
That's what I read as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just thinking, like, hold on, like, you know.
Yeah, it's mad, it's crazy. Yeah, I was diagnosed with lupus like
At the same time.
No. I was diagnosed with lupus when I was 23. That was like 2008.
So, kind of, not quickly, but to somebody who doesn't know what that is.
Lupus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just quickly explain it to the listeners so that they could just get an idea.
So basically lupus, SLE, because there's two types.
Yeah.
The one that I have is called SLE. That's the worst one.
Yeah.
And basically it's it's to do with your immune system.
Okay.
So basically my immune system is a bit mad. Like it's going around my body and fighting everything that it sees in its way, whether it's a bad thing or a good thing. So often, you know, in my situation when I was really sick with lupus, my heart, my lungs, that all got, affected. So I was very sick with the lupus in the beginning.
So, with all this going on, how would you say you are now in 2020?
Do you know what? I feel amazing. Like,
That's good to hear.
So I'm telling you, like the other day I went to the beach.
Yeah.
I'm still going on, like, you know, I'm still doing shows. I've gone back to doing it.
Okay.
Doing shows and doing my music, and obviously I'm here today.
Yeah,
so,
thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm just, you know what? I'm just enjoying life.
Yeah.
Gee, honestly,
No, you have to, but you know what it is as well, is like, with things like this going on, what you've had to go through, you've still proved that any and everything virtually is still possible.
100%,
you know?
100%.
It's just your mindset to it and everything like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. Because even, I mean, there are some positives that came out of me having, breast cancer and going through everything that I went through.
Yeah.
Because I ended up setting up my record label and then releasing my my first production, which is the Herb Root Rhythm.
Yes.
And, you know, it's doing really well. I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that actually, because so when did you release the Herb Root Rhythm? Was it April?
So yeah, it was for the 420 celebrations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the ganja heads.
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
That's why there's so many ganja.
Yeah. So I mean, that was the whole idea behind the marketing.
Okay. Of it.
Strategy. So yeah, that for 420, really and truly, I'll tell you something. That I made that rhythm more for the people in Europe, because I'd been on yeah, because you know they got a different kind of reggae vibe over there. When I went on tour with Luce and I saw the way that these people was going on towards reggae music, I'm telling you, Jamaica don't know what they have, you know, with that reggae music.
I'm so glad. Now listen, can you say that again though? I think people don't realize.
No, people don't realize. I'm telling you, I've been there myself. I've seen it with my own eyes. The people of Europe absolutely adore reggae. Like, if you think we love reggae, you haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah. Listen, you're 100% right. And for me personally, this is what I've clocked, because I remember ages ago, reggae used to come here first, blow up, and then go everywhere else. Whereas now, it's like one of the last countries to come to and blow up. It goes to Europe and goes crazy in Europe.
Yeah.
And then comes to England like, oh yeah, like we're just here. I'm just like, so I'm glad you said that and observed that. Do you know what I mean?
So I just thought, you know, I would just jump on that kind of, I'd jump on that wave as my first, you know, project to kind of test the waters and see, you know, see how everything goes, because it's my first time releasing anything myself, you know. So I really learned a lot, and you know, it was received very, very well. I'm so proud of, you know, how it's gone. Yeah.
Just quickly, this is realbuzzradio.com. We're in conversation with Harmonie Deja. Right, we got about 10 minutes left to the top of the hour before DJ Casey comes in and takes over the action. Gotta send a big massive shouts reaching out to Mandy. How you doing this afternoon? Hope you're all good. Hold tight the Facebook crew, the www.crew, and also those on the tuning. All right, cool. So Harmonie, as in the lockdown, how did you find that?
Do you know, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, you know, I offer my condolences to the people who, you know, caught COVID or have loved ones passed away, but I found it worked really well for me.
Yeah.
I can't, seriously, it did, because I was able to be like creative. I was able to get work done that I, you know, that I wanted to get done from a long time but just didn't. So it was a good time for me, you know. I voiced new songs, so yeah, it worked.
You turned the negative into a positive.
Into a positive, yeah.
Oh yeah, because you know what, a lot of people are, oh, COVID, I'm unfortunately a key worker, so I didn't have the time of having that great time off like everyone else and still getting paid for it. Like personally, I think I got bumped, but it's alright. But you know what, like I'm glad that you turned it into a positive. Do you know what I mean? And what I've seen to a few people that I've spoken to is that the actual creative ones used it as creative time instead of just sitting there on like, what am I gonna do this COVID? Do you know what I mean? Like they just kind of got on with it, so they weren't really fazed by what was going on outside.
Definitely, because I was supposed to, I planned to release the Herbrute rhythm on 420, so that was April. Yeah. And then, you know, obviously the COVID started creeping in around those times. So there was a bit of a thing to say, oh, should I, you know, just leave it? And I thought, no, you know what, this is the best time. Let's do it now.
Let's just bang it out now. Let's get it out there. Like everyone's here. Boom. Everyone's at home. What are you gonna do?
Exactly. Listen to music. There you go. Exactly.
All right. So how do you feel or think that the reggae industry has taken Harmonie Deja as an artist?
As an artist?
Yeah.
I don't think they've seen anything yet.
You don't think they've seen it?
No.
That's interesting. Why do you say that?
Because my best is yet to come.
I like that.
My best is yet to come, I'm telling you. When you hear the stuff that I've been doing, I'll make sure when it's ready, I will send it to you. But the feedback that I'm getting from, you know, people, and these are productions of my own as well. So everything, and I'm not just saying like productions as in you go to a producer and they build the track. Like I built it from, I played the lines, and anything that I didn't play, that person was told to play it that way. Do you know what I mean? So I've had full absolute control in, you know, the new music that's going to be coming out, and I'm so excited to, you know, have that.
I can't wait, you know, because she said the best is yet to come, and I'm thinking, but you've got a lot of good songs out there, so I mean, like, that's a big speech there. That's a very big speech, because I'm thinking, not what more can we expect, but you're saying the best is yet to come, and everything that I've heard from you, I think is excellent anyway, so I'm just like, well, okay then.
Oh, thank you. You know, I'm looking forward to it.
So, dead or alive, name 3 artists that you would love to do a collaboration with.
I'd love to do a collaboration, of course. I said her before, Mary J. Blige. Yeah, that's just my sis.
That's standard.
My sis in my mind.
Yeah.
I'd love to do like a duet with the like Morgan Heritage.
Is it?
Yeah,
That's big, you know.
I love their musicianship is just ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely.
Ridiculous.
Definitely.
You know, so yeah, definitely maybe them. And lastly, I'd probably go with maybe Taurus Riley. Yeah, because he's a wicked songwriter and obviously an artist.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like those three choices.
Yeah.
I like asking this question because everyone's choices vary so much. I've heard so many different, like, people I thought I wouldn't hear about and stuff like that, and like, just it shows me not an artist's interest, but an interest as well. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You said Mary J because she started it all off.
Yeah.
I haven't heard Morgan Heritage before, but I like the idea behind that because, like, as musicians, like what you're saying, they are actually very, very big.
Yeah, definitely.
And who else did you? Taurus Riley.
Taurus Riley.
Singy.
Singy.
So, would you get him to sing on one of your rhythms?
Oh, 100%. Listen, that is in the pipeline for manifestation.
Oh, okay.
Right there. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So, Harmonie, you know what? We're kind of nearly drawing to the end, right?
Yeah.
So, how shall I do this now? Okay. Would it be possible for you to sing a song, and then, like, I'll let you tell the listeners what you've got up and coming, maybe contact info and stuff like that, just so that you need your singing to get in there.
Sure, why not?
Time to run out on us. So,
No
like
problem.
I said, thank you very much. We've got Harmonie Deja inside the building with us this afternoon, alright? She's gonna come in and sing a song for you guys, alright? RealBuzzRadio.com. Big shouts reaching out to one and all who have it locked this way. All those on the Facebook, please like and share. Respect and manners. Thanks in advance. Okay, we take this one down low and we do something like this. Whoa, G. Come on, G. Right, hold on. Let's do something like that. And something like that.
This one is called Melanin. Loving my skin so melanin, just how Jah made me. My hips, my nose, my little curves, and I wouldn't change me. Loving my skin so melanin, just how Jah made me. My hips, my nose, my little curves, and I wouldn't change me. I'll have you know I'm a strong black woman, stand firm like the rock of Gibraltar. Can't you see I am beautiful in Jah eyes? Whoa, I'm a black rose and I'm blooming so beautiful. I would never hide the black in my skin, that strong melanin. Loving my skin so melanin, just how Jah made me. My hips, my nose, my little curves, and I wouldn't change me. Loving my skin so melanin, just how Jah made me. My hips, my nose, my little curls, and I wouldn't change me. I hate to see how my sisters are living, bleaching out their skin. Ain't you proud of who you are? The question I'm asking. 'Cause I'm an African and you're an African. Yes, we are African queens. Girl, don't ever hide the black in your skin, that strong melanin. Loving my skin so melanin, just how Jah made me. My hips, my nose, my little curves, and I wouldn't change me. Loving my skin so melanin, just how Jah made me. My hips, my nose, my little curves, and I wouldn't change me. Whoa, strong black woman, yes. Whoa, strong like a lioness. Warrior, strong black woman, yes. Warrior, strong like a lioness. I'm an African, and you're an African. Yes, we are African queens. I'm an African, and you're an African. Yes, we are African queens. I have to say big up everybody, all the melanated queens, whether you're melanated or not. And this is my single, Melanin. It's out on all digital platforms.
So there you have it. Sounds of Harmonie Deja. Track entitled Melanin. Right, and I do have the original of the Melanin song as well, but you know what? That acoustic there was beautiful. Listen,
thank you.
I was standing there, I was loving it, because obviously, let me tell you, yeah, Harmonie Deja as an artist gets regular rotation on the Vocal Voyage Show. Anyway,
Oh, thank you.
standard. Melanin is one of the ones. I think I played that. Was it last week or the week before? But like that one there, Breaking Up, and the one that you done on the
Party Nice.
You know, I only just got to know about Party Nice.
Oh
I know.
my God.
You know what?
That's
happened?
I wrote that song for the DJs as well. You can't do that.
Hold on. Hey. Oh, Mom.
Oh, no.
Mom, I'm busy, Mom. I'll phone you back. But you know what? Because you know how that came about. I was actually listening to, I think, Daddy Ernie, and he
Okay.
played it. But I have the Shandy and I have the JJ and the Mandy one on the rhythm.
Oh.
And I was like, who's this? It's like Harmonie Deja. I'm like, what? So
Oh.
I've gone home and I found that one. I was just like, oh my days. But yeah, that will now be another.
Be a part of it.
Yeah, because I like that rhythm anyway and everything like that, you know.
Yeah.
So
Big up Senator B for that one as well.
oh, that was his
It's
production.
his production, yeah.
Yeah. You're right. No, that's a big rhythm still, because first I found the JJ Born to Sing a Money. I'm like, right, this is a big tune. And then I somehow stumbled across the Shandy one. I
Yeah.
was like, right, I've got this already. And
Big
then
up
last-
Shandy
Yeah.
and Mandy
Shandy and man.
and JJ obviously.
Yeah, big up. You know what I mean? Like in like a little project with these guys. You know what I mean? Give you some information about that soon, listeners. All right. If somebody wanted to get in contact with Harmonie Deja, how would they go about it?
You can find me on social media platforms. I'm on Facebook as Harmonie Deja, so that's HARMONIE. Okay, so it's Harmony with an I and an E, not a Y.
Aye.
And Deja, like Deja Vu, so DEJA. So you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. And those, you can send me a message anytime. I don't bite. I'm cool like that.
Oh, well, you know what, Harmonie? It has been absolutely wonderful to have you inside the building.
No.
Right? I wish you all the best in your musical career.
Thanks
what
so
I mean?
much.
And any support you might want from the Vocal Voyage Show, we're kind of there, you understand?
Oh, appreciate that,
You get me.
100%. And thank you for having me.
No,
I've had a
thank
good
you for
time.
coming. Thank you for coming. All right, listeners, so what I'm saying now, it is the top of the hour. We are going to get outside the building. Do remember DJ Casey is up next, all right? DJ Casey's up next. Big shouts reaching out to DJ Casey. Hold tight all those on the Facebook and all that. Hold tight all those on the www. So listen, like I said, we do this each and every week, Sunday 2 to the hours of 4, Harmonie. Before we get outside the building, is there anyone you would like to say hi to? Big up.
Yeah, big up everybody listening. Big up Jack Kirk. Big up Black Lindy, Kitty Corbin. Big up my brother Jose, all the way in Germany. And big up my mom. I think she's listening as well. Sugar G. And my stepfather LJ as well. And my brother, yeah. So, yeah, and big up everybody listening.
All right, cool. Like I said, Harmonie, it has been a pleasure.
Thank
for you to
you.
bless us with your presence, yeah?